The storytelling focuses on characters, which is great, but without the details, we don't have context to understand what's happening to them. Instead of clear ideas, we have disconnected thoughts that kind of sorta overlap but don't amount to anything coherent. And that's a product of Unknown Worlds. You guys had to rewrite the story a bunch of times, but y'all didn't want to scrap and throw away work that y'all had already done. Y'all put Meta in the game, y'all made the rig, y'all made the model and the rig work, you animated her, you paid people to work on that. Their work was already done. You didn't want to waste that money, right? Oh, the work's already done, we already paid the voice actor, let's keep it in the game. You have so many old plot elements from the story that was rewritten that managed to find their way like a cancer into the new product, into the new story. There's a reason that y'all had to rewrite the story, because it was bad. And you rewrote parts of the story, but you kept parts of the story that were the cause for the rewrite to begin with. Deja vu, I just said this, right? I literally just made this analogy. It's like donating organs, but the organ that you donate's got cancer on it, so you just gave somebody cancer. Oops. Maybe they should screen for that, right? Whew. Dr. Drew. No, I'm not mindlessly doing it, quite contrary, and referring to mindlessly shouting out woke without explaining it. Because here's the thing, though. We do explain it. Don't straw man us. I am being rather mindful and choosing my words carefully, keeping it at an absolute minimum, bearing in mind this is a game intending to a pre-teen to teen audience, which is about 50% of the problem I have with it being woke. I have little desire on continuing this argument on the forums any further. I know myself. Catalytic. Spend at least 5 minutes in the forum and you'll see I post here frequently. Your assessment is wrong. I gave you a clear, logical response and you responded with total dismissal. You don't want a discussion or a debate. Reading through your responses, it seems clear that you define toxic as anyone who disagrees with you. I'm going to take a big puff on this. Oh man, he's bringing up confirmation bias. All you want is constant reaffirmation of your own opinions. That's confirmation bias. Oh, what's confirmation bias? Google it. I'm not going to do all the work for you. Come on. You don't want to hear other views. If that's the case, as the other poster suggested, Reddit bans people quite aggressively, so their community is an echo chamber. Go there if you want that experience. And frankly, if you want to look at toxicity, go back and read AuldWolf's diatribe on why white men are terrible people because they're white and male and should be ignored and ostracized from society, while simultaneously calling everyone but himself racist. That's toxicity. And that's his reply. That's his reply. His responding reply to the Guardian, or Guardian. Catalytic's reply to Zephnull is at the bottom. He can't. In response to shouting out woke politics, he can't. Steam forum rules say you can't talk about politics, even if the game is overtly political. He'll get banned, saying that he can't explain it. And he's right, because you can't. Now, the left can bring up politics and explain politics all they want. They won't get banned. But when the right brings up politics, that's when it's a problem. Kind of weird. That's why people who like the woke politics get to say whatever they want and no one ever argues against them. Or should Catalytic, he would be better off if he had worded that when the people do argue against them, you may not notice them or see those posts because they got removed. Believe me, nothing would make me happier than laying out in full the argument against the cancer that is wokeness, but it'd get deleted and I'd get banned. This isn't a free speech zone. Zephnull is simply explaining what woke what is woke about the game is a bannable offense. Maybe not shout the word in every forum post, because that's really just, wow. If explaining why you don't like the game gets you banned, then maybe don't question the game. Now we're getting to the root of the issue. If you get punished for speaking up, maybe don't speak up. That's what honk honk. That's the clown world we're going down to. The bunny kicker, he's a toxic dude. I'm no longer reading his posts. Stiff. And I'm not saying that I read AuldWolf's posts because he's toxic, but there's content. There's something to talk about. The bunny kicker, I don't actually believe that he believes these things. And if he does believe these things, then, well, echo chamber everything the left says, because it does apply to this guy. I'm not going to extend his platform. Final post unless I refresh. I hate using this term, but I'm finding it appropriate to describe the average below zero community member these days. Crybabies. All I see is cheap complaints about this and that, and not much substance or interesting discussion. I think there's a lot of substance to a lot of the discussion on both sides, and, well, I don't know. People are posting, you ruined the game, blah, 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 but there's hardly ever a compelling argument to why they think so. It's mostly just players weeping. Except it's quite the opposite. If you don't believe me, well, maybe you do believe me because I've been covering so many topics on this forum, but go to the forum yourself. Look at the topics, look at the comments. Get your own fresh, personal, unbiased, unedited, directly from the source. Get your own view, get your own opinion, get your own take on it. The majority of the people that have a problem with the game, they won't be able to shut the fuck up about exactly why. They'll be able to give you compelling arguments. The majority bulk content of my channel is me making videos and me running my mouth, talking nonstop constantly about every aspect, nook and cranny about the game that I don't like and why I don't like it and why it shouldn't be there. So, a grain of salt ain't even going to cover that. Well, I think people have the right to their opinion. Please do so in a less childish fashion. But how taking your own advice. How come he's not speaking out against anyone in the left that is expressing their opinion in a childish manner? It's okay for the left to be childish. It's okay to be concerned for the rational side of the community, but do not be concerned for the childish, immature, hateful side of the community. What a warped reality. What a warped world we live in. The last of his post. I'm reading that to myself, looking for something worth talking about. Nah. That's going to be it. That's wrapping it up for this video. Oh, man, we got a couple more comments. There's new posts. Let's do a quick refresh for the sake of it. Nothing new. I'm waiting till tomorrow. I got some games to play. I got work to finish. I got projects to wrap up. It's time for dinner. My belly says, it's time for the food. Y'all take it easy. Be safe. Stay warm and dry and oxygenated.